What's up, YouTube? It's Done DTV, and today's episode is the real reason why I stopped trying to be a rapper. So we're gonna go into my past and talk about a little bit of why I chose not to be a rapper anymore. I bet a lot of y'all probably thinking it's probably because a lot of rappers are getting shot, dying, niggas are snitching on them. No, it's not the case. Even though, you know, that could be a reason. Actually, I'm now adding that as a reason. So I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get killed. I don't want to get snitched on or lied on. So that's one reason, or multiple reasons already, I stopped wanting to be a rapper. The biggest reason though, we're gonna get into the biggest reason though in this video. Very intellectual conversation I'm about to have with you guys. We're finna talk about music and art for fame is pretty much slavery, y'all. That's one reason why I stopped being a rapper. And even for money, music and art for fame or money is absolute slavery, bro. It's slavery. All right. Now I'm gonna just go into all the reasons of my research why I know it's slavery. So all of the so-called art forms, really, if you do your research, all the mainstream art forms are controlled by the same groups of people who truly control the governments. And these people are pretty much owners of the banks, or should I say Holy Roman bloodlines, but we'll get into that later. But these people control the money. So they control the money, they control how the money is distributed and who gets it and how much they get, right? That's like when you go get a loan. Based off your credit score, the bank says how much money you can get, right? It's controlled. So they control who gets it, how much they get, and they oversee the people who they give it to. Trust me. All right, so these executives and these major labels, right? So I bet some of you guys probably thinking, hey, well, I know a few guys who got independent record labels that signed their artists, or independent artists who done created their own independent record label. Might be a few. Some of them have passed away. Rest in peace to those. I can't name them all in the video, but y'all know. But these independent record labels, these independent rappers, how independent are they truly, right? It goes so far. Now, nothing wrong with getting it out the mud, because you got to. I respect that. And nowadays you do have to be independent. So I commend guys who are independent. My whole thing about this is major record labels, right? They control a lot when it comes to the music industry. This is one of the biggest reasons I stopped wanting to be a rapper. So out of all the people you think still that own their own, a lot of these guys can't lend you a hand. They still can't sign you. And matter of fact, they literally can sign less artists than a major can. So the opportunities with an independent label is less than with a major label. So an independent record label really can't help people. They can't get you jobs. They can't really home in on the community and provide any type of programs to help extend the wealth they got going on. It's a selfish capitalist aspect at the end of the day. Because I thought about it, right? I said, I mean, nothing wrong with doing my own music and putting it out, which I've learned. But still, you have, and this is what I'm getting to. You have to establish your fan base, and if the majority of your fan base is brainwashed, what do you have to do? You have to follow the guys who are brainwashing the majority of the audience, right? You have to do what they do. That's what I'm getting into. So that's my next thing. So let's turn the page, because I got a lot jotted down. If y'all can't tell from the reflection of my sunglasses, I got my notebook. Not ashamed. Not finna do edits and cuts and all that stuff. We're doing it raw and live, y'all. Raw and live in the car. So, along with all of that, music and art The whole mainstream music and art controlled. It's you gotta look and sound a certain way. You gotta follow status quo. You have to look and sound a certain way, or the music won't sell. The music will not get sold, and that's based off the audience. That's based off what the audience thinks is nice. But over time, that is controlled through mainstream media. Because if they playing a song on the radio over and over and over and over again, it tricks people into thinking that sounds good, and my music needs to sound similar. And that's what's been going on for the last decade, bro. The status quo has been set based off the guys who's been getting these deals. So when a Soulja Boy or a damn type of artist of that nature gets signed, and they start doing that whack, cheesy, garbage music, people will imitate that music. And now we got it with the drill music. When Chief Keef got signed, we got a whole plethora of drill drama. That's what it's called, drill drama. DJ Academics blew up off of Chirac, right? So it's powerful. The music and art is powerful, you guys. Y'all know. So they control stuff. So if they control the content, the style, and the image, you gotta follow suit, right? That's one of the biggest reasons I stopped wanting to rap, because that's one of the most, if not everything though, but that's one of the most controlled genres when it comes to music, right? Heavily controlled, for real. And it's extorted by the gangs as well. So a lot of rappers are part of gangs. I mean, true, if most rappers are not street guys, so they gotta upgrade to the game, right? Or to whoever put them on, period. Even in legitimate business, they still paying the record labels that signed them, because they putting them in some garbage 360 deals. And then the deals are another thing. They can't own anything, 360 deals. You're not owning none of your own music. You don't get to choose where you perform, who you do your interviews with, more or less. The bigger your deal, the more you are on a roller coaster. And you gotta follow or pretty much do what they tell you to do. You have no real say-so. And if you do things against what they telling you to do, that hurts you. So yeah, these deals at the end of the day, another big thing why I chose not to be a rapper. And let me get into it. This is another thing. Like, I can go on and on, but this is another thing. Music is not real no more. Music is fake. Music is straight garbage. Fruity Loops can give you an opportunity to make good music, but if you treat it like a computer program, I mean, it is, but if you don't treat it like an actual instrument, because it is, you will get trash. You will get bogus, computerized, shit sounding beats. Fruity Loops is actually meant to be treated like a piano. And you can hook up a MIDI. So if you have a guitar, if you have any electronic MIDI device, instrument, you can hook it up to the program and get the real scores from your from the brain hitting it, not the keys, not the computer keys hitting the grid. It's your brain, so it might be a little off, not the exact. You know what I'm saying? Hitting it on point. And these things matter. So a lot of people lose music theory, music composition. People don't understand music anymore. It's machinery. You can get AI to make a beat now. AI can give you lyrics now. So the real law and order for music is completely manipulated. Completely. So the emotions you are getting from this music is complete spirit based. There's no more soul in the music. Music used to have soul. Music is full of spirits now. So music is invoking you to do shit you really wouldn't think about doing for real. Music wanted to make me want to sell dope. Wanted to make me want to pimp. Want to make me... Music will make you want to do that. It will. Product of your environment, surrounded by the certain people, playing that music, you will want to engage in certain things. You will. And it's real out here. People don't want to admit that. And the same thing with video games to an extent, but yeah, that's the same thing too. Like, you let your brain consume a lot of stuff, you will want to do it in real life. You will. Now, not everybody. It's a small percent. Not everybody will do it. Majority of people want to imitate. Like we got. Then what we got this word clout, right? Because clout really attention, and people will imitate or do whatever for that attention. But overstanding all of that, it's watering down the real soul. It's watering down the real art, the real music, what was real creativity is no longer there. Because you listening for something, and it's like you gotta follow that status quo. You gotta abide by that content, that style, that image to stay relevant, to stay cool. And that's why I didn't want to be a rapper anymore. It was one of the biggest things. I decided I don't want to play the game. Not like that. Now I feel like if you do want to play the quote unquote play the game, don't play their game. Put the music out, do it professionally, but publish the music yourself. Copyright your own music. Publish and copyright your own music. Distribute your own music. Create your own website. Create your own app. You can do third parties, but I suggest having complete ownership of the music. Make it exclusive and promote your own music. Pay for interviews. Pay for your ads. You can do it yourself. You do not need a record label. The whole point of this is do not sell out. Now, you can be a rapper. You can be an artist. Don't sell out. The whole thing about this is that the mainstream shit is controlled. You ain't finna go against no grain. Trust me, you're not. I'm telling you, you're not. I might be a regular person, but listen to me. You're not finna go against the grain. There's no one going against the grain. Everyone is doing what they're told. Kendrick, Drake, Future, Metro, that whole shit. That was doing what we're told to do. We can't really make our own decisions when it comes to the mainstream. You can, we're independent, and that's why that shit not mainstream. Should make sense. But I'm finna give y'all a quick personal experience why I started really rapping, bro. So I started rapping 16, very vulgar, very intense, rapping about drugs, shooting, killing, for real. Never shot nobody. And yeah, right. So we doing all that. Me and my group, me and my friends. I'm front man runner, and realizing my content is kind of vulgar for my age. So I dumb it down. I go a little auto-tune-ish, sing a little bit. I get a little praise for it, but not enough. So I started looking at the world like, what are they doing? And I started imitating. I started saying, hey, I gotta do what these niggas is doing. So I'm in the South. I imitate Southern rappers. I'm imitating Gucci, T.I., Atlanta niggas, Texas niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just Southern niggas, you know. Tennessee, Mississippi. I'm just following whatever trend is going in the South. So we just going with the flow, right? Trying to get the best quality sound, excuse me, that the Southern rappers are sounding like. All of them, right? All of them. I'm trying to, the trappers, the hip hoppers, everybody in the South, we're trying to just get the best sound out of it. Now, I do a project called Dumb Down, and I just completely go backwards because I'm seeing the Atlanta scene getting hype, and I'm seeing their music is simple, melodic, and just straight beat riding to the dumbed down fullest. And I just gravitated to that, and I rearranged my rap style to mimic all of that, and all the rappers that was doing that at the time. And over time, basically, I mean, I started getting hits. People was hitting me up. People was letting me know how they thought about the music. I had 2 managers hitting me up, but one offer was to sign to a group. Didn't want to really be a part of that group because there was no real opportunities being a part of somebody else's group. I'm trying to get my own deal. I'm trying to get my own balls rolling. pause, and look, I don't got no money. I'm not in the streets. I'm not trapping. Because that's one thing I said. Street guys don't even take rap shit serious. It's the rappers who take it serious because they not in the streets. Very rarely a rapper from the streets get. I think I can name one. That's OJ Juice Man. It might be a few others, but most rappers, it's their if you're gonna be a real rapper, you have to transition out of the streets. That's why most rappers not street niggas. And then it gets you hot and caught up. Because by the time you transition, you either get dead or locked up. Someone try to kill you or you get locked up. So real street niggas don't really never end up having a proper transition to be a rapper. So real successful rappers, most of them are, if not all of them, have not been in the streets. All of the successful, like 10-year run rappers, they ain't been in the streets. They've been around street niggas. They've been around street dudes. They be around that, so they know. I've been around street guys. You can be a street guy friend and literally see their whole operation. They'll take you around. They're your friend. You will see everything they got going on. You able to rap about it, but you're partner in the streets. So that's a lot going on when it comes to rappers. Like a lot of 90% of 95% of. And this whole thing, I felt like I didn't want to play those games. I didn't want to play that game. I didn't want to be a part of that game. I started producing. I started making my own beats more. And mind you, I started making my own beats at 16 when I started rapping. So when I started rapping, I was making my own beats. So I had Fruity Loops. That's how I was able to record myself. So I was recording myself, rapping, making my own beats, the whole shebang. I pretty much started my little group at first. And then they kind of fell apart, and then I started another group with me and my friend. We was the Duns, and shit that ran for a little minute, and like a whole bunch of stuff transpired. But after all this betrayal, and let me get into that, there's so much betrayal from guys, from grown. Well, we wasn't really grown at the time, but I say we were maturing. But that is dangerous. Guys or young men who are trying to mature into grown men, being around each other, trying to conduct business with no counsel, with no real guidance, with no authority. This shit is chaos. Lies. Thievery. People steal from you. People will break shit. All the like. Yeah, I've lost a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit. And I felt like I lost more trying to stay in that realm. If I would have backed out of that earlier, I probably would not have had a lot of stuff happen to me. Changed up my image well. Right now you see I got the street gear on, which is, it's my day off. It's Sunday, we chilling. But I mean, usually now I'm changed up. I don't dress like I used to, attract certain attention, you know, get judgmental. Like I just want to stay away from all that. So the rap scene was just not, it wasn't me. It's the streets in corporate form, and it's lies, really. So like the streets lies, ain't nothing in the streets. And to be a rapper, to imitate that BS for real, ain't nothing for you at all. To imitate it and to keep up with the falseness, the content, the fake content, which is this fake image, right? So that's why I stopped. Along with the shootings and the snitchings and all that, and you know, people can snitch on you and you not do nothing wrong. Let's say that. We technically want to use the word snitching. It was used for like you had to be doing something wrong. But nowadays we using that word to stamp you don't even gotta be doing nothing wrong and someone can tell on you. Just make up a lie. IEYSL Woody. But hey, that's what we got going on now. I would like to thank everybody who made it to the 20-minute mark of this video. You a G, because I ain't got no ring light. I ain't got no office. I ain't got no followers. I appreciate you. This is Dundee TV. And if you like stuff like this, I ain't gonna have too many in my, I might have a few more stories. Not too many. I'll probably go in if y'all was interested in this. Good. A lot of my stuff is gonna be like chapter 1. I'm just gonna go on chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Chapter 2 would be the double speak of words, bro. We finna get into some soul. We finna overtake all the spirit out here, y'all. Too much spirit. We gotta get back to the soul. So that was my piece, y'all. I hope y'all liked it. Not to discourage anybody doing music. Do your thing. Don't sell out. That's my biggest thing, bro. Do not sell out to nobody. Don't sell out to nobody. This is Dundee TV, and I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.